Hey guys, welcome back. This is the last video of the year. What a wild ride. This video is going to be about what has HSR completed and what to expect in the next year. We begin the recap at the Cesar Chavez Boulevard underpass just in the beginning of downtown Fresno. This structure has been through a lot this year, specifically once the shoe fly, which was the temporary alignment shift of the Union Pacific lines, was removed, which allowed them to clear the guideway, pave now the roadway, and complete both the Union Pacific part and the high-speed rail deck. This goes between G and H streets, which will allow traffic to go below the two, and this should be open to traffic probably in the beginning of next year. A long-awaited structure here in downtown Fresno is now open to traffic since July of this year, the Tulare Street underpass. This was closed all the way back in 2017, just right after the Tuolumne Street overpass was complete. This was supposed to be done within 2 years, but there was some conflicts with Union Pacific and the shoe fly. That's a bit of a headache right now in other parts of the right-of-way, but it is now open to traffic. It is a 2-lane roadway that will allow traffic to go below Union Pacific, the high-speed rail station, and G Street, being over 1,000 feet long. Just in between both Cesar Chavez and Tulare Street are brand new what's called IPB walls, also known as intrusion protection barrier walls. This allows freight trains and high-speed rail lines to be split between the two in case of a derailment. The thing is that high-speed rail wasn't intending to have this in the original plans, which is why in some original renderings you may have seen years ago, this wasn't in there, but this is the reason why it's in place next to the right-of-way. If you guys have been watching my channel since the beginning of the year, you know how far Belmont Avenue has come, and it is now open to traffic since May of this year. This is a 611-foot long overcrossing that replaced the underpass due to the fact that the high-speed rail alignment goes below grade level and it requires more clearance, meaning that they had to build on top rather than being below. Another structure that was completed by the High-Speed Rail Authority yet again in Fresno was the Central Avenue overcrossing. This structure will allow traffic to go above both BNSF and the future high-speed rail lines, and you can see the embankment that is complete now, allowing high-speed rail in the future to go and connect to the Cedar viaduct. Here's a little bonus for the end of the year, me going underneath the Central Avenue overcrossing. These structures are way bigger in person, you guys. It's hard to show on camera, but when you come to the Central Valley, you will see what I'm talking about. Another structure I want to touch up on is the McKinley Avenue grade separation. 2 abutment walls have been poured, 1 set of columns has been poured, with the other one with a bend cap being formed, and the girders, of course, are now over Golden State Boulevard. This is now going to go over both the Union Pacific and the future high-speed rail tracks. This is no small structure and just went online this year. This is the Shaw Avenue grade separation project that will allow traffic to go above both Union Pacific, high-speed rail, and Golden State Boulevard. This will be 6 lanes in total with 3 on each side. It'll have sidewalks and bike lanes and of course side railings as any overpass would. This thing is ginormous. If you guys just see the renderings, I'll put one on the screen. It's going to be a really big structure, probably as big as Veterans Boulevard if you know what I'm talking about. Just south of Shaw Avenue, the Golden State Boulevard realignment part of the project is getting some progress done. The curbs are being put in place, sidewalks are being poured, and pavement is now underway. This will be 4 lanes in total with a suicide lane in the middle if I recall correctly, with also of course bike lanes and street lights. Speaking of street lights, these street lights are going up. Power lines are being shifted, and the reason why this took a bit of time is there's lots of utilities that have to be relocated prior to construction of the realignment occurring. Another structure that has had a decent amount of progress this year, but sadly no girders yet, is the Church Avenue grade separation. This structure goes over the future high-speed rail lines, Union Pacific, BNSF, and SJVR tracks. Between the Union Pacific and HSR portion, it'll be 340 feet long, with the SJVR section being 345 feet long. This structure has had 2 abutment walls poured, 1 set of columns poured, and more formwork going up for another abutment wall. This is supposed to be done probably by next year, so I will keep an eye on this for you guys as we move on to the new year. Moving into Madera, we have the completed, but for some reason is not open yet, the Avenue 17 grade separation. This structure is 614 feet long and 43 feet wide, and will allow traffic to go above both BNSF with Amtrak and the future high-speed rail lines. This was once a cul-de-sac, and I'm assuming Madera wanted them to do this, so now it goes the whole way rather than just ending abruptly. Another structure that is nearing completion, and this time in Madera County, is the Road 26 grade separation project. Compared to the beginning of this year where the girders were just put in place with no embankments on either side, a lot has happened here. The concrete deck has been poured, side railings are going up, and they are prepping the embankments for them to pave the roadway. This structure will be 3 lanes in total, 636 feet long and 68 feet wide, and will allow traffic to go above both BNSF and the future high-speed rail lines. Just north of there is the Hanover Drive realignment, which is, you can see right there, a new cul-de-sac they're about to pave, and there is the new pavement there. The reasoning why they had to shift it is because the high-speed rail line goes in where it originally stood, and now that it's being demolished, they can extend the guideway further. Another structure that has taken a lot of shape this year is the State Route 43 Tight Arch Bridge. Compared to January, where the arches were just starting to go above where the deck is, they have now fully gone vertical and go the whole way. This structure will be 249 feet long, be 52 feet wide, and will allow high-speed trains to go above the future 4-lane version of State Route 43. Comparing to January of this year, with a blank spot of no girders at the Hanford viaduct is no more. This structure is now all completed with all the girders, and rebar has now been tied, and since filming this in November of this year, they have now poured all of that concrete, which is a major step in completing this. I'm assuming this structure will be done probably early next year because it's really close, and this is where the King's Tulare station will be housed. As we're ending off the video, I wanted to make sure to let you know one thing, and that is that I have a membership option which will give you exclusive perks and special videos that you may not see in the main part of the channel, which would include raw footage and images and community posts for members that will allow you to see exclusive stuff here in the valley, rather than just the drone footage and video. And as always, I want to say thank you guys for watching, thank you for sticking by me this year, and I hope you guys have a good New Year's. See you guys in the next one. Bye guys.